Ritual number 2 from Banishing Snakes with Fire. Journey to find the original wound that keeps you from your soul's purpose. This is the second ritual and should be undertaken only after the first ritual is successfully completed. As you recall, the first ritual was important because it introduced you to the journey process and allowed you to connect with a guide in the spirit or divine realm. This second ritual involves a journey to ask your guide a single question. What is the original wound that keeps me from my soul's purpose? For this second ritual, we will journey back to that guide using a similar process. This second journey, however, is likely to be more profound. It will address that original wound and the lies upon which it is based. And to do that successfully, you must be ready to penetrate defenses, denials, and lies, as well as long and strongly held beliefs that no longer serve you. Deep emotions are likely to be released and cleared. Emotions of love, grief, disappointment, joy, fear, and shame. But luckily, you now have a guide who is a wonderful, compassionate teacher. In addition, your guide will ensure your safety and protection on this journey. I am presenting this journey at this time under the belief that you are here listening to this because you are ready for this step and the steps that follow. If that is not the case, and your inner voice, the one speaking from your heart and not your head, tells you it is not yet time, heed that voice. The truth is that this ritual is unlikely to be successful if you are not ready. To begin this ritual, lie down on your back, in bed, or on the floor. Be comfortable. Close your eyes and relax. Let your legs fall out to the side and relax. Let your arms relax at your side. Breathe in slowly through your nose and breathe out even more slowly. Breathe deeply in and then deeply out. Let the floor or bed fully support you. You don't need to hold anything up, and you don't need to hold anything in. Let it go. Let it all go. If there is any tension in your muscles, let that tension just sink into the earth. You have nowhere to go, nothing to do. Just be here, now. Now the drum starts to beat. Listen to that drum and feel its beat inside you. Feel it in your belly and in your heart. Imagine there is nothing else in this universe to hear or feel but the beat of that drum. The drum is an irresistible rhythm that pulls you in and takes you under. It synchronizes to the beating of your heart. It is a counterpoint to your slow and steady breathing. Let them all sync up at their varying speeds. The rhythm of your breath, the rhythm of your heart, and the rhythm of the drum. And together let them overcome the chaotic chattering of your mind. Let the beat take you deeper and deeper, deeper inside. If a thought intrudes, let it go. That thought is not you. It is not who you are. Just let it float by. After all, it's just an insignificant speck on the infinite blue of your consciousness. Hear the drum. it's calling you. In that secret language you thought you had forgotten, in that tongue that at first sounds foreign, alien, and other, but which you now begin to recognize and remember. Let it bring you peace. Let it quiet your mind. Let it silence that mental static which obscures a deeper voice, an inner voice. The drum reminds you again that you are not your thoughts, that you are so much more, that there is a part of you that lives deeper down within, deeper than you have gone in a long, long time, deeper and deeper down to that place where your dreams play out, in that dream landscape where anything has always been possible, in that kingdom where your authentic self still reigns and awaits your return, in that land where they are ready to welcome you back home. Now keep your eyes closed. All vision on this journey is inner vision. And now let's set our intention for this journey. Tell the universe, today I am open and ready for whatever the divine has to offer. I am not afraid. I know my guide will protect me. State your intent to the universe. Today I am going to journey to meet my guide and ask, what is that wound that is keeping me from my soul's purpose? Feel this intent in your heart. Now in your mind's eye, see yourself stand up and walk over to the largest tree you see. There is a door in that tree, and it is open just a crack. Pull it farther open and go inside. Once inside, shut the door. And then you start moving down into the ground, deeper and deeper, like you're in nature's own elevator. Down and down, deeper and deeper, until a bell rings softly and the door opens again. Hear the bell and see the tree door swing open. Now look outside. What do you see? Do you recognize this place? Is it a place from your life? Or is it a place from some deep corner of your mind that feels like a memory from another life? Do you see the forest off in the distance? Not too far away. Walk out of the tree and toward the forest. You are nearing the forest's edge, walking now in the shadow of the trees. Impossibly tall trees that block out the sun. There is a path into those woods. Do you see it? Enter the forest on that path. As you move along the path, the forest grows darker and darker. But you keep following the path as best you can. Going forward wherever that leads, unafraid of the dark or the unknown, trusting, knowing that this is what is meant to be for you now, that you are walking towards your destiny, head up, ears open. Along the way, you might see something shiny under a tree, something shimmering like gold, or a wooden box, or a treasure chest. If you do, feel free to explore. Is it a gift left there for you? What is it? Does it fit in your pocket? Why is it there? Maybe later we will show it to your guide. After receiving your gift, you move down the path. Now do you see that light down the path? Just around the bend? Walk toward that light, and soon you see the light is coming from a clearing up ahead. As you get closer, you see a clearing of tall grass and yellow flowers. On the other side of the clearing is a lake. You are now walking in that clearing, and you see the mountains behind the lake. Mountains so tall that there is still snow on the top. Look over to the side of the lake, where the forest begins again at the foot of the mountains. Is there something moving over there on the edge of the forest? Do you see it? It is still too small to make out any detail. But whatever it is moving closer. And it is moving toward you. You begin to see more detail. Is that your spirit guide from the first ritual's journey? Or is it a different guide this time? The guides come in many guises. If the guide looks different, know that the different look is something you require for this journey and does not say anything about the power of the guide or its connection to you. If you feel comfortable, raise your hand to let them know you can see that they are coming. Is that them waving back? Ask them in your mind to come to you. Don't be afraid. Now you can see them perfectly as they approach. Call the guide over to you. In 1 minute, you will be interacting with your guide and asking them the question, what is the wound that is keeping me from my soul's purpose? Remember to listen carefully to what they tell you. Their answer to your question may not be verbal. It may involve a ritual performed by or at the instruction of your guide. It may be all about actions and interactions with the guide and other entities in this journey realm. This realm often speaks in images and symbols, pictures that are worth 1,000 words. Be open, listen carefully, follow the instructions as best you can. After you have presented your question to the guide and they have provided the answer, ask if there is anything else they need to tell you. If yes, listen carefully and react accordingly. If you were given a gift in the forest, feel free to ask them about the gift and what it means and how you should use it. Take some time now to ask your question to your guide and to interact with them while I remain silent. After you are done speaking and interacting with your guide, thank them and begin your journey back home. Hear a new beat of the drum calling you back through the field, back down the path in the forest, back to the tree and back in the door, back up to your reality, and back out the door and home. Once the journey has ended, remain lying down until you feel clear-headed. There are often emotions that are brought up during this journey. Let them come as they need to. Don't block them. When you feel up to it, write down or record your experience. If you have a trusted loved one who you know will understand and be there for you, don't be afraid to share your experience with them. Aho.